Hey people, Injured here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Angstrom Heights and Orks versus Chaos Space Marines for the blue Orky team. Espodat is a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts out a good damage with a bunch of Orky gadgets, looks like the Freebooters DLC. Alongside, Blackward is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Rounding off the team, the Tenso with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very strong offense, disruption and support. From the front lines, more freebooters. Are they all freebooters? No, they're not. Red Chaos, I'm Tilted, is a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting mainly in melee. The two heavyweights in the southwest. Let's see how this engagement goes. Chasing down some shooters, Warboss turns to engage the heretics, going to try and get the stomp. There it is. Decent stomp. And they should win the fight with that. Chaos Lord still chasing Orks in the background. Warboss and Sluggers. More heretics though. Doom Blast is a good one. Almost wiped out those Sluggers. Alongside, Leonus is a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage over time bolt gun. Can get melee weapons. Some strong utility and support. Can also repair. Being mobbed by Sluggers. Has to retreat, stun bomb goes in, and rounding off the teams, Cringeberry, I believe this is Seraph, playing a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, just consuming a heretic there. What is this scheme? Looks fancy, something recolored. Is that Iron Warriors recolored? I think it is. Or maybe it's just Word Bearers. Maybe we can work it out when the Noise Marines up here. We don't have any Chaos Space Marines to look at. He's gone all heretics here. So much heresy. 466 to 487 on the VPs. Orks are through on the power. Got these natural powers around the southwest corner. More south here for red and more west here for blue. Central VP contested, being taken by the Orks. Sluggers with burners there. What is this? Oh, it's a war banner. This is Leonus supporting the southwest power area. And I'm Tilted, Corn worshipping out of base, ready to fight. Warboss runs, Kommando knob runs, Sluggers staying in play with double shooters. There's the Doom Blast and grenade launchers from the heretics in the back there. Yeah, Sluggers got wrecked. Should not have run into that. They go down, in fact. Misjudged by the Tenso. 453 to 486 early on, 2-1. For the Orks. Oh, Kommando went down. Right near the Ork base though, should get easily revived. Got full gens up. Both natural powers for blue Orks. Also for red Chaos. This one took a bit of a beating though. Not sure if they actually got a generator down. Here is Seraph's Noise Marines. I think they're Iron Warriors. I don't know, it looks cool either way. Mekboy has a Daka big shooter to teleport around and shoot you with, and we've got electric armor in play. There it is. Ouch. Ouch. Just decimated two of the heretic squads there. The other one still in play. Noise Marines doing some really good work to the Sluggers. Sluggers with burners. They do get away. Are the heretics going to get away though? That was so fast. The wipe on those two heretics. That was pretty nuts. Electric armor, right? 439 to 472. Oh, isn't this bugged? I'm pretty sure electric armor is currently bugged and it does too much damage, hence how insane that was. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Not sure exactly how it's bugged. If it's some kind of weird modifier or if it's just they put the wrong damage number in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why those heretics just disappeared. You're not... Yeah, you're really not meant to be using it in good faith. I mean, maybe it's possible they don't know that it's bugged, but you probably shouldn't be using it here, buddy. Maybe they could be persuaded to swap it out later, we'll see. Probably not though, I'm guessing. Slugger's being wrecked by a Sorcerer. Level 2 this guy already. Lots of Daka on his face though. No war gear for the Kommando, level 2. Warboss with spiky armor and angry bits ready to roll. Chaos Lord with a combi flamer. Can they get in? They do. They get that Pain Boy. Tenso with some losses early on. Good stomp though, and gets away with it, I think. Yes. Big Champion just hanging out, shooting stuff, which is generally what he does early game. Just hangs out and shoots stuff. Sluggers infiltrated by the Kommando, doing some good work. The burners give them a couple of power weapons, so they are more of a threat to those CSM. They were quite low when they got in there. 388 to 472. Stun bomb. And run. Okay. Maybe we'll see some stick bombs from that fella. Leonus goes tier 2, so does Seraph, so does Blackward. People are getting tilted. 388 to 372. Decent boom bolts. Looks like I didn't quite get anything off the power. There's some more of that bugged electric armor. We also have proximity mines. See if they can punish the Mekboy for teleporting in. A horde of heretics is not the way to do it though. I mean, it's tough because Seraph might have got all those heretics up knowing that the Mekboy couldn't get electric armor, or probably wouldn't get it because it's bugged, and then they did. Double war banners going off with the frazzles, or whatever they call that thing now. It's be called frazzle. Northeast power is all blue and all built up for the Orks. Warp getting a noise marines in play. That's nicely done. And they can now bash. Are they going to try and steal it? They're bashing the node first, suggesting they are going to try and steal it. Here's a blood crusher for Leonus. Could conceivably chase the Warboss into base and finish him, but I don't think they're going to bother. It's a blood crusher riding a juggernaut. Counts as a demon for the purposes of worship. And can do some good work for you if you get it out quickly. Tank busters on the way for Blackward in response. Tier 2 for Espodat. The Tenso still in tier 1, there it is. Goes tier 2. But they're going to get a full power bash here, I think, Chaos. Double CSM with a ton of war, and Heretic, Aspiring Champion, Grenade Launcher fellas, and the Blood Crusher all bashing. Even more stuff coming in. Very quick and easy bash. Moise Marine stealing this power as well. Oh, but can they get away? I think they'll be alright. Gotta node it. Uh-oh. Not sure if Seraph is paying attention here. There's cacophony, so they are. Heretics with the Aspiring Champion trying to get in. And they do. I don't think that Doom Blast hit though. And there's that scary electric armor. Noise Marines flee. And are okay. What is this? That's the Blood Crusher doing work. Sluggers with their Knob Leader. And their burners. Almost said sluggers with the Aspiring Champion. Wouldn't that be fun? Uh-oh. Tank busters have shown up. Bad news for the Blood Crusher. Look at the damage on 2 volleys. Bloodletters are in there. These are Iron Tilteds. Warp shifting out there to avoid all damage. Tank busters still in play. But they are being tied up by the Blood Crusher. Did the aggressive move there of instantly just trying to charge them down. Seraph goes tier 3. And they have tons of requisition. Getting their natural capped though. And someone died. Who's that? Is that the Sorcerer? That's the Sorcerer down. Trying to get on the power. Leonus turns to defend. And I think they've defended it successfully. Shooter's being picked off a bit. Do you have Aspiring Champions, fellas? Yep. DSCSM have an Aspiring Champion so they can pop that slaughter. Amp themselves up in a pivotal fight for it. Orks have the 2-1 now. Chaos sweeping across the bottom there. They have that bashed. Tenso with a weird boy on the way. Seraph still going forward with his tier 3. See how it goes. Some heretics are going to try and get the VP back. And Blood Crusher is still in play here. It's doing some really good work for Leonus. They don't really have a response to it over here either. Mekboy, did they actually drop any mines? I guess they're being spotted by the heretics all the time. Big fight brewing. Bloodletters, I think are going to be alright. Looks like I'm tilted at a bit of a rough fight. CSN down to 3 models. Sluggers on them in retreat. They are okay. They were trying to get onto that power, I think. It was maybe a bit too far for them to try to go. The Tenso's Weird Boy is up. Support sub-commander for Orks, but had some nasty damage abilities as well. Can really deal with groups of infantry well. The Warboss tried to charge and hit the pillar immediately. He's not happy. Tried to use Now I'm Angry. Now he's getting a power pull because he's so pissed off. What is this? It's Noise Marines taking his power again. Heretics capping here. Seraph is in tier 3. Tons of requisition, so they can replace any power that gets lost. And they just lost all their power here, so that might be what they spend their rec on if they're aware of it. There's electric armor again. Very, very painful. CSM pop their slaughter. And now draw their melee weapons. Looks like the Plague Champion, yep, has a Plague Fist. Also Armor of Pestilence and Mucus Discharge on the way, so he's ready to cap that mid-VP basically. That's what he's building himself towards. Also turns him into a pretty good melee fighter. Not an amazing melee fighter. The DPS of the Plague Fist isn't great and he's very, very slow. But tough as hell, at least. They are set to nerf Armor of Pestilence. Well, adjust it. I think it's only going to increase health by 500, but it's going to cost 5 less power, so 130 power rather than 135. Which I think I'd call a nerf. I'd rather have the 600 hit points and pay 5 power more, I think. But being adjusted, 313 to 426. Smacky smacky on the power from the sluggers here. This was just bashed as well. You can see these are all power generators that Seraph has paid for. Chaos Lord quite calm there in standing and shooting stuff. Sluggers didn't drop a model though. Still didn't drop a model. Maybe they'll drop one on retreat. Meanwhile, the Blood Crusher is still around. Plague Champion might need to flee though. Yep, off he goes. They might get this Blood Crusher here. Noise Marines flee as well. Those are Seraphs. They were on the power over there. Some Noble Worship has used his Blood Crusher really well so far, Leonus. There's now 2 tank busts around. There's a barrage, a double barrage. Ouch. Doom Bolts flies in. And a Noxious Cloud coming in from Leonus. I think they spotted it. Yeah, I think they spotted it. Those guys are not budging though. There's a Warp Vomit from the Weird Boy. Amazing AoE stun. Bloodlet is teleporting in for I'm Tilted. 297 to 420 on the VPs. Espodat now getting some tank buster fellas. And Great Unclean One for Seraph. Noise Marines into Great Unclean One was the build. Got level 4 Sorcerer, no war gear. Blood Crusher still around. Awesome to see. Tank buster barrage. Those guys should have finished off. Oh, this gen's just been built. Great job locking down this Orky power. Orks have a really powerful tier 3 if they can get rolling with their infantry, but trying to lock it down. Heretics got the node, now run, well done. Great Unclean One's halfway done. Sorcerer goes for the VP, 297 to 402. Grenade barrage missed there. Tank buster barrage. Bloodlet is scaring off all of that stuff, though. We've got some Terminators in play as well. That is I'm Tilted. Hard Boy's up on the Warboss. He's fighting the Plague Champion. That was Aura of Decay knocking him back. He's persuaded to leave. More Tank Buster barraging. And now a looted tank. Terminators turn around. Maybe they will just wait to see if Nob squads appear before they get a weapon upgrade, because in that case they'd want Lightning Claws. Probably. Oh, Sorcerer went down capping this. 271 to 396. Decent VP lead for Chaos. And their tier 3s are rolling. Leonus just goes. The Blood Crusher did indeed go down, by the way. Great Unclean One is where? Great Unclean One hasn't moved. So the Orks haven't seen it yet. Sorcerer will probably be repurchased and maybe get into a fight and then just teleport the Great Unclean One to him. That'd be pretty fun. That's a bit of a surprise. 253 to 396. Tanky Buster Barrage on the node and gets it. Is that a double barrage or a single? Ouch. Single volley. Can they single volley a gen? 2 tank busters almost. There we go, they did. That's pretty nice. 2-1 for the Orks now. Coming back out into it. There's the tier 3 for Espodat. The Tenso with a late Death Dread, which is actually doing some work. Leonus with Plague Marines up. Late game. Chaos Terminators. Oh, they did get the autocannon. Hey? Espodat goes tier 3 now. Great unclean one. Has he moved? Here he is. Passively damages nearby enemies. Has some nasty abilities and is powerful in melee combat. Also, obviously, counts as a demon for worship. Can soak up huge amounts of damage with over 6,000 hit points of super heavy infantry armor. Can be vulnerable to lots of ranged plasma and melter though. And melee, but not very nice to fight him in melee. Warboss is going after it though. Taking a lot of damage is his great unclean one. You might see the Sorcerer teleport him out if he gets into more trouble though. Being supported by the Chaos Lord. This Chaos Lord's been left on range stance, I think, for a while. Using that combi flame on, nothing wrong with that. Foul Snare on the Warboss and then runs. The great unclean one stands around for ages after Foul Snare. I wish they could clean it up a bit. Kommando now has... Oh, did they just get the looted tank? I think they maybe just got the looted tank. Kommando Nob now has a rocket launcher. 245 to 365. Meanwhile, power bashing. This is Espodat. Where's the mech? Oh, the mech is capping. Sorcerer's still down, by the way. Cringeberry. Oh, they got Terminators up. That's where their resources went. So maybe they could... Oh, there's the repurchase. Just got repurchased. No war gear. Oh, they do have Icon of Zinch now. 245 to 354. Terminator's getting some melee going. You see that red debuff. That's the demoralization effect when Chaos Terminators kill your stuff. Makes them weaker, more susceptible to damage. And they do less damage as well. There's Zap. Trying to separate them as Leonus, but he wasn't fast enough. He's jumped. There's a heal. Big champion going in. Trying to tie up that weird boy immediately. Look good. Let the galaxy burn. Lots of damage on the sluggers who are persuaded to leave. Another warp vomit going in. Well-timed one. Ouch. Icon of Zinch on those tank busters was pretty nasty. With the Terminators alongside. More Terminators, this time for Leonus. And we got flash kits for Espodat. They get the blasters up. They should trade reasonably well, I think, with Terminators. Probably. More flash kits this time for the Tenso. 226 for 343. What is this? That's a Plague Champion going after the VP there. Meanwhile, Warp Vomit, Weird Boy setting up the Terminators for a rough time. Chaos Lord in there trying to help out. Gets a good kill of the week. And the Terminators do not drop a model. And Chaos still has the mid 224 to 343 on the VPs. Warboss taking his time to get into melee. There we go. Cleaving through the CSM. Gonna wipe if they're not careful. These are Leonus's. Terminator's in big trouble as well. Able to teleport away with a single model. That's a lot of expensive reinforcement for Leonus. And I don't think his CSM got away, did they? Because those are different fellas, aren't they? Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they only had to one up. 219 to 343. Orks with big armies here. Okay, still going up to the northeastern power. Have the Terminators had the impact? Not sure if they've had a huge impact here. They seem to have stagnated after they got the Terminators out. Couldn't get anything else. The Chaos players got their power bashed at very inopportune times. This is also fully bashed here. You see why they've slowed down. Orky power also bashed though here. This one has a couple of gens up, getting bashes all around. And the Great Unclean one is a big deal. Big investment, but it's done well so far. Back to the northeast. Chaos Lord, ouch, eating blaster shots. Heretics did not like that. And Sluggers charge in while I take a sip of tea. Good kill the week and escape. Level 6 Chaos Lord here for I'm Tilted. Very solid Chaos Lord play so far. They did grab the power. These guys going for the VP. They might get a decap, but they're going to take some damage if they do. Great Clean one holding down the mid. Got some Terminator support. Got some Sorcerer support. Now with Rod of Warpify. There's a Rocks. Some wasted Rocks, I think. Demon Armor's also in. Got rid of the Warboss. Did he get heavy armor yet? No, still got the spiky armor. And Plague Champions on capping duty, level 4 now. Tank Buster Barrage, misses. There's some demon armor though for the damage resist. They're trying to get into it, I think. Terminators are quite low and they're taking those flash kit blaster bursts. More flash kits in there now. 2 for the Tenso, 1 for Espodat, I think. Espodat has tons of resources, by the way. And now a Knob squad for Blackward. And now more Terminators for I'm Tilted. They're getting an autocannon again. These guys don't have anything yet. These guys don't have anything yet. So they can get claws up for the Knobs. I think it's worth Seraph getting claws for sure. They can teleport in, chop stuff up, and then maybe warp them out with the Sorcerer. Need to be a bit more careful with your Great King one then though, because you can't warp them both out. 196 to 304. Slugger's white. Here comes a warp vomit. Bad news for Terminators, this thing. They can't retreat out of the stun. Stun is basically the worst nightmare for Terminators. Completely sitting ducks and stun bomb going in as well. But they hold on to the mid. Ouch, flash kit bursts. Maybe a Raptors or Bloodletters would be worth it to get into those backlines quickly. Oh, Plague Champion gets a cap on their natural. Double here for Chaos. Mekboy teleports in. Melees some stuff. Did not use electric armor that time. They still have it though. Still has tons of resources, Espodat, but they're not purchasing anything else at the moment. Here comes the Great King one, very, very far forward here. And the Sorcerer is right next to him, so they can't teleport him out. Now, could maybe retreat off and then walk him away. He gets in trouble. Warboss having a word with the Chaos Lord about that central VP, and they both run away from the conversation. Great King one's going to mess with these sluggers, I think. Doom bolts. I think Seraph, very confident, sending it in there, knowing that he can retreat away and then warp it, probably. 143 to 304. Plague Marines trying to bash under blaster fire. Kommando getting a sneaky decap. Here's a Knob squad as well. Terminators teleport the hell away from him. Got their huge jammers and their Knob leader. Mina and Green are now in as well. There's a Rocks. On the 2 Terminators, there's some Corn Worship to help them get out. Quick thinking from I'm Tilted. And it worked. Took very little damage to Terminators. Bad news for the Heretics, but even they survived. 130 to 304. Constant action now. What's going on here? Great King one is still relatively healthy, you know. Oh, Sorcerer goes down there. That's really bad for Seraph. Needs to march this guy away now. Or could just repurchase the Sorcerer, I guess. Has plenty of rep to do so if they need to. I think they do. I think they should. Oh, there's more Terminators. More Terminators in. Looks like Leonus did get autocannon. Seraph's original Terminator still don't have an upgrade though. Great King one taking a lot of damage here. Really surprised it hasn't been a Sorcerer repurchase and a warp away here. Oh, they don't have the red anymore. Oh, they spent the red on the Terminators. Great King one's trying to get away. Here comes the Kommando though, determined not to let this happen. Using the sneaky infiltration kit. Great King one is done for, I think. He knows it. Gonna get some blast damage in here. Down goes the Great and Clean one. Double cap though for Chaos. Good weight of fire here as the Orks come in. The Nob squad can withstand that kind of stuff. Level 4 CSM here. Warp Vomit does not hit the Terminators. I'll hit one of them. Big Champion getting wrecked. Was trying to get... Oh, did get the VP there. Well done. 78 to 304. And I think he's going to be alright unless there's something on retreat path. There's double Terminator to help him out on retreat path from Seraph. 66 to 304. A Rocks goes in. And again, didn't seem to do a whole lot. I'm not sure what that was placed on. 59 to 304. Nob squad are eventually dealt with. But it took a hell of a lot, and those Terminators almost died doing it. So many autocannons. No claws for anyone. Seraph still has no upgrades on these fellas though. I mean, the combi flamers they start with are pretty damn good. Autocannons are a nice bonus now. Down to 52 VPs, the Orks. They've got strong armies. It's all about these flash kits. There's Malignant Blindness. No attempt to jump the flash kits or anything. With Raptors or Bloodletters, maybe they just think at this stage in the game, bringing out level 1 Raptors or level 1 Bloodletters are just going to get chewed up. Terminators Warp Vomit and killed. Those are one of Seraph's. Ouch, 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 ouch. There's the teleport. Where did they go? I don't know. I can't select them. I think they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. They were in a sync kill or something. But that was pretty bad. Here comes a Chaos Predator though. For Seraph. 52 to 304. Backing for Chaos Lord now. I think they've played into Blast the Flash Kits with a bunch of ranged Terminators. They're going to trade badly with this. That's a lot of pain, a lot of burst damage. Warboss is now level what? Level 6, almost level 7. So he's growing in stature. Usually becomes a bit of a powerhouse late game, this guy. When he gets the heavy armor, that is. Doesn't have it yet. Delegacy burn. Forces a retreat, if nothing else. Warboss being a big pain in the ass. They do get rid of him. Can they get back on the mid? Who's this down? Oh, Sorcerer's down here. They got the red team's natural. There's a big group of stuff here. Level 7 mech. Tank is in. Not a whole lot to threaten it either. The Weird Boy could get some attacks maybe. Chases off the Orks. And Chaos are on the mid. It's a Chaos Lord there. Oh, and a Plague Champion popping Pestilent Strike. Generally, you want to fight first and then cap, but this is double knobs. I'm not sure how you're going to fight them off and then cap. So we're just going for the cap here, Leonus. And they might bloody get it. Not enough knobs can get around the Plague Champion to hit him there. Down he goes. I thought maybe they had Aura of Decay and then flee, but maybe they didn't have it ready. 52 to 203. Another Warp Vomit. Look what it does to the Terminator. It really messes them up. Really messes them up. We've got 6 flash kits and 2 Nob squad. This is not looking good for the Chaos team. Tanks could do it. Well, maybe. And then the tank busters come in and say no. I was going to say tanks could do it if they could keep them away from the tank busters, but much easier said than done. And of course, keep them away from dogs. Do they have any marks? No marks on them. Being suppressed. And they keep away and do enough damage. It's difficult to target something specific while you're moving your tanks. These Plague Marines need to be tying up the tank busters, I think. Need to be tying up one of them at least. There's the barrage, but it misses. Plague Marines now have to retreat, and the Mekboys on that central VP. Sorry, on the natural VP. Look at the map, it's turning very blue right now. These ranged Terminators are just not trading well with these armies right now. Especially when the Knob Squad's running. No claws on any of them. Do have some bloodletters now for Leonus. We'll see how they fare. Coming out very, very late though. Plague Champion's going for the natural VP, I think. There's a Noxious Cloud. Keep them away from him. That's a mark of Nurgle Chaos spread. 52 to 147. Looks like there's some defenses coming up to the VP. Preemptively for Espodat. But he should be able to just pop his Pestilence Strike and get at least a decap. Sorcerer trying to get a cap back. Tank busters. Oh, they might go down. They do go down. 52 to 136 on the VP's massive Orky armies here. Flash gets capping the central VP. Everything else basically is blue. Plague Champion doing his best. Aura of Decay just went up. Pestilence Strike is already up. I don't think they can get this done here. He's very, very close. Sluggers just do too much damage there. And Chaos Lord getting mobbed. Killed a weak. And then run. Might have done enough. Knob Squad attacks on retreat are so painful. I think he's going to get away. 48 to 136 is a no cap game. Chaos team are not giving up, but they are up against it here, big time. The tanks are starting to do some decent work though. Especially with one of those tank busters dropping. Rocks on the central VP messed up the Terminators quite a lot there. And there's that double Knobs chasing those fellas. No lightning claws, they don't have a way to stand against the Knobs really. They don't have fantastic control. Plague Marines are going to die, trying to hold up the Knobs there, down they go. Here come Bloodletters. They do a lot of damage to Knobs. If you can get enough Bloodletters up, they'll put up a hell of a fight, although, what level are these Knobs now? Level 1 and 2. Weird Boy meanwhile caps the mid, there's a beamy. Death Gun. 41 to 133. Nurgle Shrine please, says Tilted. Look how blue the map is though, they're even on this again. Leonus down to a single Terminator squad. Seraph asking for the cat with the Plague Fist. Get their own VP back first I guess. Flash gets nasty. Was that a Warpath? It was. Okay, forces a big retreat there. Double cap against them. Heretic trying to cap the mid, it's not going to work. Leona says they're going. And they are indeed going to the mid to try and cap it. Right in crosshairs. Gets the kill on the Heretics. More Heretics on the way for Seraph. So Plague Champion there. Plague Champion is in there. With Terminators. There's the Pestilence Strike for the huge damage mitigation. Tank getting kind of messed up. Warp Vomit goes in. Is there a nuke to follow it? Doesn't seem like it. Terminator's getting wrecked in there though. A nuke from Seraph. It's a pretty good one. Almost wiped those flash kits, so close to wiping them, and he did get the VP. They actually have a 2-to-1. Can they dig in here? Sorcerer and the Chaos Lord. Oh, did he just revive him? Maybe? Level 9 Chaos Lord here with Icon of Corn, Arm of the Inferno, and those claws. Here's the double Knob Squad again though. Plague Champion has to flee, and they needed him back here. Down to 25 VPs, the Orc team. Can Chaos do this? Leonus' next purchase would be vital. I wonder if it's worth getting up Blastmaster Noise Moons or something. Probably just another tank. Or just some Havocs. Just trying to suppress some stuff. Make them pop their frenzy earlier, you know. They're going after the Nurgle tank. It does have melee resist. And it survives. Terminators trying to reinforce off the shrine, but they are wiped by the flash kits. They just do damage so quickly. One of the flash kits might have wiped there. Here goes another Knob Squad though, and now the Orks have the double cap. He's just get this wave of flash hits, then the Chaos team eventually forces them off, but at what cost? Warboss is down in there. Here comes the Plague Champion, level 7. It's a good Noxious Cloud. It's a tool they can use. Plague Champion's already taking a bunch of damage before they even get to the VP here. Doom bolts flying in. Flash hits, for those that don't know, with these blasters do very little damage to vehicles, which is why the tanks are trading reasonably well. 19 to 29. Termy's dying seconds, says I'm tilted. Yep. I mean, they're a pretty hard counter to ranged Terminators, those flash hits. What do you expect? Down goes the tank. Plague Champion's in there with a demon armor shield thing up. Pestilence Strike's already been used though, and they can't finish the cap. That was so close. 1-1, 1926. Look at this though. Chaos Lord. At least they have a single. Here comes a mech though, needs to run. Down to 14 VPs, the Orks. Seraph has nothing on the field, gets some Heretics and Bloodletters up. Leonus with a tank and now some Heretics on the way. Massive army disadvantage. The Chaos team have done amazingly to hold on here. A non-ideal army composition, I think. The flash kits were really rough for all those ranged Terminators. Really surprised that none of them got lightning claws on their Terminators at all. 9 to 18. Might be the last 2-1. There's a double cap, in fact, to the Orks. I think they've grinded down the Chaos team. It was a good fight. Bloodletters. Oh, they couldn't even chop anything up. There you have it. Hell of a game. Here's a level 10 mech. A little bit of bad manners, I guess, for getting a overtuned bugged electric armor up. But I mean, I assume they knew. Not sure who Espodat is, but they played pretty well. Blackward's Kommando level 7. The electric armor didn't seem to do a huge amount after that first heretic wipe. I guess Seraph knew about it after that and avoided it. Went for that quick tier 3. Rocket launcher Kommando level 8 Warboss. Did not have heavy armor at the end. Spiky armor still up. Level 10 Chaos Lord did some good work at the end. Level 8 Plague Champion. Just couldn't cap that last cap. Not sure if it would have made a difference anyway. And a level 6 Chaos Sorcerer. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for playing us a faction war and sending it in for our amusement. And I'll see you next time.